I have been sitting in this chair editing video for the past 2 days. I am friggin' exhausted. Let's talk pairing episode 6! So apparently I've gotten a bunch of requests for Hetalia pairings, which, as awesome as it is, I will not be getting to all in a row. What I mean is, I will do those pairings, just not all in a row. Like I said, I just repeated a sentence. I am so sorry. I'm gonna do those pairings, but I don't want this series to just be all Hetalia couples with a couple of Naruto pairings on the side. I meant for this series to include pairings from all fandoms, because I ship pairings from all over. From the completely obscure Static Shock and Gear pairing to the ever-popular Sasunaru. But anyway, back to this episode. This request I will do right now because, well, it will be a test for myself in the whole researching a pairing that I don't really ship area of things. So get ready, Romano APH, because today's pairing is... Russia and Prussia. RussPruss. What would be the name of this pairing? I'll stick with RussPruss. Anyways, as you can already tell, this pairing is between Russia, Ethan Reginsky, and Prussia, Gilbert Belschmidt. From the anime Hetalia Axis Powers. Since I already gave a background on Hetalia in my Resume video, we don't need to go into that. Now, this was a completely new experience for me pairing-wise because RussPruss is one of those Hetalia pairings that I acknowledge existed because of real-life history, but I don't actually ship it. Kind of the same with Russia and China. No! France and America. No! And England and America. God, I hate mentioning that pairing. But anyway, RussPruss. First, I will go with the historical side of things. After World War II, Russia, known as the Soviet Union during this time, took over and occupied East Germany, also known as where Prussia would be if the nation were to be reinstated. So, Hetalia-wise, that date marked the beginning of the worst days of Gilbert's life. Torture, S&M, mind games, that is all found in leaps and bounds in this pairing. Now, I admit, I didn't want to go download Dojin for this pairing so I could save my sanity. So I just read through the first 3 completed fanfictions for this pairing I found on fanfiction.net. What I can see is that the RussPruss pairing is a lot like Resume, only Prussia's fighting spirit was, well, broken in the decades that he was forced under Russia's heel after World War II. Wow, you know, this was another requested pairing that I can't seem to talk too much about besides the fact that I've already brought up because I don't ship them. So I'll take a hint from my phone, someone voicemailing me. I'll take a hint from the Pony Spotlighter Project Failsing, who I love, and talk about their place in the fandom. This pairing isn't as commonly shipped as Resume, but people will admit more to shipping Russia and Prussia than they will to shipping Resume and Prakan. There are currently 155 works for RussPruss on DeviantArt and 20 related pages of content on Y Gallery, and there are 128 total pieces of fanfiction for them on fanfiction.net. Like I said, a small amount of people are open with this shit. I suppose the one fiction that I read that stuck out to me was Supermassive Black Hole by Unauthorized X. Why did it stick out? Well, get ready for more of Lupino9 reads awkward smut fanfiction. God, I have no moral. He pushes himself up with some effort, bracing himself with one hand, and he grins up at the other while his other hand works on freeing Eden's cock from its cotton confines. He's just as big as he remembers, and he leans closer, gingerly pulling the foreskin back and revealing the rest of the cockhead. This close to him has the scent rolling over him like waves, and it's enough to make Gilbert hard again. He licks the head, catches some of the pre-cum on his tongue, and moans softly against the hard flesh when one of those big hands buries itself in his hair. Gilbert distantly hopes that it's not the one that was just inside of him. No, Eden says, pulling on his hair, and Gilbert would have wailed in disappointment if Eden's voice didn't sound so low and rough and meaty. Let me need to be inside of you, little one. Turn around and spread your legs. The last words are growled, and Gilbert moans from how hot it is, eagerly flipping over and spreading his legs again for him. And he barely manages to think of piling his pillows beneath himself. When the other groans, he can feel it reverberating through his chest, and he bites his lip and barely nearly whimpers. Eden's hands are on his hips, and it seems like the albino is going to get his wish for bruises, because his fingers are already so blissfully tight against his thumb, and they only tighten more when he pulls them back. Gilbert moans wantonly, Eden pushes into him, slick and big and perfect, and leaving him breathless. Because fuck, nothing is more perfect than this, than Eden inside of him, considering the beast in his belly. The brushing starts off slowly, and he's so thankful. Everything felt almost oversensitive, each slow thrust dragging on every nerve in his body in the very best of ways, and leaving him gasping and moaning. Anything faster would have been too much for him, but this was perfect. Eden is straining though. He can feel how he wants to let loose and just pound him into the mattress. But he's holding back for him, and Gilbert loves it. He whispers words of encouragement between his desperate little moans, a low uttering of yes, yes, so good, and then soon his voice rises, begging for more instead, or harder, harder, Eden, please, I need more, and Eden complies. Gilbert screams. He screams and howls and wails because this is what he's needed his entire life. This feeling of all-consuming pleasure that seems to build endlessly, leaving him unable to say anything more than Eden's name. And he does. Does it like it's a goddamn prayer, like he's counting rosaries and Eden is his god. Other than the other man, one of the other men's hands slides up onto his stomach, his fingernails digging into the soft, trembling skin, and Gilbert can feel him shift over him, catches his arm braced against the headboard, and feels his chest press against his back in a way that makes him feel wanted and protected, and he loves it. Above his heartbeat pounding in his ears and his own cries, he can hear the squeal of old bed springs and the solid thunk of the headboard hitting the wall. You're amazing. Eden pants, voice low and hoarse, his nose nuzzling against the shell of the smaller's ear. Don't know why you didn't want me to know about this. Gilbert shakes his head. He can't muster the breath to reply. Can only moan now. The pleasure is still growing, almost bordering on too much, but still at the point where it's absolutely perfect. But it isn't long until the beast in his belly tightens and explodes, and Gilbert's back snaps into a sharp arch and his fingers claw the linens as he comes, cock completely untouched and his mouth open in a soundless howl. The sheets are ruined, but it doesn't matter. He plans on ruining them more before the night is through. I have no morals. Well, I won't kill somebody who doesn't deserve it. Anyway, I guess the only thing I could say about this pairing is that if I had to read it or write it, Russia sure as hell better be on top. As stated in my resume video, no Uke Russia, fangirls. No! Just no! I don't know. God, even though I promised to make videos more regularly, I'm still lagging because I want to do the same length that my other videos had. Which reminds me, I wanted to ask you all, is it better for me to make my essay-long analysis of these pairings and always have 2 months in between each video? Or should I do a more streamlined approach and have videos that, even though they're shorter, will be out every week? You guys can tell me in the comments below. So, once again, this is Lupina09 signing off, and I am going to go get some sleep. Right, this didn't even feel like spring break, I swear. Oh! How did I forget? I forgot to give this pairing a rating. Yeah, I forgot to give this pairing a rating. I guess it gets a 3 out of 5. As you heard, the writing for this fandom can be good, but I just can't bring myself to ship it. I mean, call me fickle, but I can't. So yeah, like I said, Lupino9 signing off. One last thing. Yeah, I know this video is gonna look like so much crap, but one more thing. While I was looking for all those pictures I used in this video, I apparently found out that this pairing has 2 other names that I didn't discuss in the earlier part of this video. It can also be called Prussia, but with a lowercase p and a capital R. I know the English major in me is just cringing at that. And it can also be called Snow Bunny. I don't get it either.